Hey guys, welcome to Drop Time, the self-proclaimed #1 podcast that covers the latest sneaker releases. We're your hosts with the most.
This is Jamal.
This is Luis. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at @droptime_ and also on Instagram at _droptime.
All right, today is September 26th. We're already almost to the end of September. It went by pretty quick. We've had a good amount of stuff happening. Things are starting to slow down. That's just this time of the year. Nike and then everybody else will start to slow down, but don't worry because everything will start ramping up for the holiday season. But let's give you a quick rundown of what we'll see this upcoming week before we go into a breakdown of what we saw in the previous week. So it's going to be the week of the 26th through October 2nd. So Sunday, Monday, not going to be seeing anything. Then on Tuesday, the 28th, things will start off with the Nike Dunk Low Championship Reds, as well as the Nike Dunk High 1985 Black Acid Wash. And on Wednesday, the 29th, we will see the Air Jordan 1 AJKO Storm Blue finally drop in the US. On Thursday, the 30th, we'll see the women's Nike Dunk High Aluminums, as well as the Billie Eilish by Air Jordan 1 AJKOs dropping. And then Europe will see the Air Jordan 1 High Prototypes. And then the last thing we'll see on Thursday, so Thursday is going to be the busiest day of the week, we'll also see the Nike Dunk Low Georgetowns. Then on Friday, the 1st, Europe will be seeing the Air Jordan 11 Low IE Breds. And then to end off the week on Saturday, we will see the Air Jordan 5 Orange Blaze. So similar to last week, nothing too crazy. It's not a jam-packed week, but there's definitely plenty of solid things to be going after. Lots of ways to making money. So do not worry. It's still going on. But yeah, let's go into the previous week. Luis, you want to start us off what we saw first in the previous week?
Yeah, so on Sunday, we didn't see anything. On Monday, we saw the Nike Dunk Low, the light bone colorway. These released on Nike Desktop EU. Retail 100, approximately retail $160 to $250. I'm going to go right now and just call it Jamal took an L on this. He probably didn't go after them.
Nah. I passed on these.
All right, same thing. Yeah, same thing for me. I passed on them too. We also saw the Adidas Yeezy 700, the Honey Flux colorway. This released on Yeezy Supply, Adidas, Foot Sites, and everywhere else. Like it's Yeezys. Retail 200, approximately resell $220 through $250. I passed on these. Did you go after these, Jamal? You're like, whatever.
Oh yeah, I passed hard on these. I didn't expect anything out of these. Which there's like, I mean, you might be making some money somewhere, but once you factor in just shipping, not even tax, just shipping, it's not really there.
Yeah, exactly. So it is what it is, man. Yeah, so that was pretty much it for Monday. Nothing really else. Monday was kind of slow. How was Tuesday?
So Tuesday, we just saw one thing. We saw the Nike Dunk Low Gray Fogs, which is not a bad thing to have as the only shoe on the day. Retail 100, resale right now saying $230 all the way up to $300. So these didn't drop at too many places. They dropped on sneakers and a few other places. They've kind of been a scattered release. Places have been dropping kind of as they get them, which is something we're definitely still seeing 100%, and it's why you'll see some weeks just have really, really slow amount of drops, and then you'll see other weeks that are jam-packed. There's still a massive logistical issue. It's still tough for Adidas, Nike to be getting shoes to places. A lot of Yeezy drops have meant to have already happened, and then they've been delayed because Adidas can't get shipments to places. So yeah, these unfortunately I did take an L on these. I don't know about Luis. You have any luck on these?
I took an L on them, bro.
Okay, so it was a tough one, but all you can do is enter, all you can do is try, and just wait for another day. But on Wednesday the 22nd, we didn't see anything, and then on Thursday, you guys already know what days it is. It is Supreme, but the first thing we saw was the Nocta Golf collection. So this is what I think the third collection that Nocta's done with Nike. It wasn't too bad. One of the jackets, my gosh, is $500 for it looked like a windbreaker. It's amazing that they'd be charging prices like that, but
$500 though, that's pretty affordable.
I guess we're on different levels.
I'm just playing. No, it's not. That's a lot of money right there.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad of a collection. They had some sunglasses this time, the hat like usual, and then a few other pieces. It wasn't too bad. Let us know if you guys went after anything. We saw one person went after a hat. They got a hat, which wasn't too bad. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm not really sure if it's risen too much or if there's much there. at all. Usually it's on the hats and stuff like that. But we'll have to wait and see once people actually get stuff in hand what ends up happening to resell. Yeah, so it might drop off a lot, or it might kind of stay where it's at. But that wasn't the only thing. As you guys already know, it is Supreme Thursdays. What happened for Supreme, Luis?
Yeah, Supreme Week 5. Right back at you. The hottest thing of the week was the the bottle opener keychain. Retail $18, approximately resale $30. We also saw the Supreme Thrasher Game Tee retail 44, resale at 68, approximately. We also saw Supreme Thrasher Skyline Tee, retail 44, approximately resale $60. And last but not least, we saw the Supreme Thrasher sweater, retail 168, approximately resale $200. What can I say, man? This is a pretty trash week, man, with the bottle opener.
Have you gone after any Supreme drops recently?
No.
I was gonna ask, is it way easier to get stuff? Like, does it still sell out quick, or is it pretty easy to get stuff nowadays?
I don't know. Most of my friends don't even run anymore.
That's why, like, I don't know anybody that's really going after Supreme, so I have no idea what it's been like.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. You know, it is what it is, man. With Supreme, you know, I think we kind of speak extensively about it, like every other week. So I kind of think it's you know, other people have stopped kind of caring about it. So I think it's time we all stop caring about it.
It's a tough one. It's been there for so many years. It's been so reliable that every season that you can be doing something. There's at least something every week. But yeah, it's a massive decline recently. It's I think it's just becoming more of a mainstream brand. It's not becoming something to resell.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me is you'll see companies like Nike or Adidas or even New Balance. They'll at least be able to come out with something that has resale. Like, they'll keep that one item limited and build the hype and get resale out of one item. But Supreme just I don't know. They're not really like trying to keep that resale there.
Maybe they'll do something crazy during the season. I don't know. I haven't looked at the lookbook. I haven't looked at the lookbooks. I don't really know what else to release, but I'll look at it. I'll look at it and then I'll see what the move is. But it's looking pretty bleak. But what's not looking pretty bleak? Well, what not looked bleak was on Friday. So on Friday we saw the Air Jordan 1 High prototype colorway. So this released everywhere that gets Jordans in the US. Retail 170, approximate resale $203, $240. So that's not too good, but it's not too bad. It's acceptable right there. But we had one more release that's pretty cool, man. I was surprised. I wasn't able to get them. But what happened on Friday, Jamal?
So we saw the Nike SB Dunk High Gundam. These dropped in Europe on sneakers. Retail on them was 120. Resale right now sitting about 270 all the way up to 400. So definitely a very, very, very good shoe. Make sure to be looking out these in the US. And then there's also, so this was like a white colorway. There's also gonna be a black colorway. It's gonna be the same, just the main color of the shoe is black or white. These will also be dropping later on, so look out for those because obviously these are doing amazing numbers. Luis kind of broke down, but if you want to break down a bit more about what the shoe is, like you did last week.
Yeah, so Gundam is it's a mecha series out of Japan. It's sort of like, to just explain it easily, it's like kind of like Transformers, but they don't.
But the Japanese version.
The Japanese version, yeah, that's like a very, very like over the top like look at it. I know a lot of people are gonna get mad at that because Gundam is an anime. It's not a series like Transformers, and Gundam is like more technical. It's more thought out. It's just more detailed,
Yeah.
But yeah. Gundam is I'd say I'd kind of like I'd say it's more popular than Transformers, because it has a longer running series. It's been running since for like, I guess you could say the start of anime, dude. Like, this thing is
that long.
Yeah, it's like it has like saga after saga after. You know how like some like TV shows that have seasons of it.
Yeah.
So this will have seasons, and then they'll have different storylines. So it'll be like Gundam Mobile Suit, and then it'll be like Gundam Mobile Suit 00 and like stuff like that. So it'll have like not only seasons but like different like generations
seasons within seasons.
Yeah, but the storylines will be completely different. Like,
interesting.
It won't even be related to like one whatsoever, but it'll still be like Gundams.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like the Gundam's still in there, but the storyline, the characters, and the form of Gundams, they're completely different.
All
So,
right, so it's I might have to start watching that so I can understand the shoe better.
oh, you haven't watched Gundam before,
No, I've never seen it before.
dude? Okay, I'll recommend you like the best one.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, I'll send
Sounds
it.
good to me.
Yeah, but
But yeah, go ahead.
that was it for Friday. Gundams, pew pew. But yeah, on Saturday, we saw the Air Jordan 5 Oreo colorways released everywhere that gets Jordans here in the U.S. Retail 190, approximately retail 220 through $250. This one we kind of called it last week. This is the sleeper. The 250 you can get if in local markets you probably get higher than 250, and if you know what shops to consign at, you can definitely get more than 250. You probably end up hitting like 320.
That's true.
350. So that's it right there. Did you get any of these, Jamal, or you passed on them?
No, I passed on them. I wasn't expecting too much of them. I'm kind of surprised that they held the price that they're holding so far.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought they were gonna keep going down in price, so I kind of passed on them. I didn't.
Okay. It is kind of a sleeper. We called it last week. It's like the shoes, how they've been releasing. It's weird, man.
It is. It's not like those. I guess it's not those big hitters anymore, but I think it's more you just have to put a bit more effort into selling shoes nowadays. At least for now. Like, to me, it's more just this time of the year. The only difference is, I think what kind of messed with people is last year, just the sheer amount of stuff that Nike was coming out with, and they brought back every single shoe that they have and had it resell. And just like the amount of stuff they were coming out with, there was never a slow time, there was never a slow week, and never even really a slow day. It was kind of every single day Nike had something happening. Comparing to every single year before 2020, it was a normal thing for September, October to slow down, and then November they'll start picking back up for the holiday season. So like, I remember there were some years that October there was straight up like 2 things to go after the entire month.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. It's interesting because what 2020 did was like it completely changed people's views, and they seem to like kind of forget how it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think we're transitioning back to how it used to be. And this time of the year, everybody's kind of getting antsy because there's not those like massive big hitters where you're seeing like Jordans going for 300 plus. You're seeing a bunch of Yeezys and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it's I guess a transition period. 2020 definitely changed a lot more things than I think people realized, or gave a different view on things than people realized.
Yeah, dude, gas is $5.
$5.
Yeah.
My
gas,
gosh.
yeah.
It's not $5 for me. $5 for you? My gosh.
Yeah, I pumped at like 5.11 the other day. Something like that.
Man, that's all bad. $5?
Yeah.
Well, I guess hopefully that price goes down a bit, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But that's not it. That happened on Saturday. We also saw the Air Jordan 5 Orange Blaze. Those dropped in Europe. We're gonna see them also drop in the US this upcoming week. But they dropped in Europe first. Retail on them is $190. Resale right now sitting about $220 to $260. It's a good color. It's kind of like the Oreo, a bit of a sleeper. It's a solid color. I think it's just Jordan 5. That's the only thing that's holding it back. But it's not too bad to be looking out if you're in the US to be looking out for when they drop later this week. It's a decent shoe, and like Luis said, you might be able to get close to 300, if not above 300, in certain consignment stores. So I think it's just you have to put a bit more effort into if you're wanting to make like decent money doing this. You can't sit around and like, I mean, we both know Yeezy releases, it used to be like you're getting as many pairs as you pretty much want to, and these were shoes that were selling for 300 to 400 to even 500 sometimes on a steep release that you're getting as many as you want. So it's different times, and I think it's just an adjustment where maybe you have to put more effort into where you selling stuff, how you selling stuff, what you're going after, all that kind of stuff. I mean, instead of like getting one shoe and making 100, you have to get 2 or 3.
Yeah,
so just a bit more investment into it to get the same result, but the same result can still be achieved.
Like me personally, like when I resell, I don't sell my stuff on StockX no more, nor Flight Club, because it used to be back in the day that you can just take your stuff to Flight Club and it'd sell for the highest price.
It'd sell for about people local would be paying the same price as Flight Club.
Yeah. So
Flight Club, yeah, Flight Club. Oh man, they used to be like so high before there was the partnership with Goat.
yeah. So now I just ship my stuff out to like these like random rural stores, like consignment stores in the middle of nowhere in the Midwest. So I get the most money out like that.
Yeah, if they
But
move it, that's all that matters.
that's the thing. So the moving part, like sometimes they'll take a week, sometimes they'll literally take like one of my Yeezys, my Zion. It took like a year.
That's true.
Like, and it was like, let me check how much it sold for. Let's see. Here, where is this? 715. Let me see. This was the. Let's see. Your info sold. Okay, yeah. So like my Dunk High Beijing fragment, sold for $250.
Which is a good price.
Yeah, and my Zion sold for $300. Like, bro, like tell me
which is an amazing price.
Yeah, tell me where you can sell a Zion for $300. Like that's
nowhere anymore.
That's nowhere, dude. And that sold August 29th.
Yeah, so it's I think it's just an adjustment period that people have to go back to how things used to be rather than how they were in 2020.
Yeah, and then the funny thing is, man, like okay, the strong point of Yeezys were like a long time ago. And remember Yeezy Mafia?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have this thing called Elysium. So now,
what is it?
Elysium.
Okay.
So now it's like their cook group. So now they
okay.
They opened it up. So before it was like closed to like everybody, the Yeezy Mafia group.
Yeah.
And now I guess that they just trying to do like a cash grab. And
I mean, that's how a lot of people are in this business. A lot of cash grabs.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny. So the tools are Insights, it's an auto checkout tool, and a hold sell.
A hold sell?
Yeah, hold versus sell, and a monitor alerts and release day roundups.
What? So it's just like the regular cook group.
It's a regular cook group, bro. They should have done this in their strong days. Like they would have been the
I'm surprised they didn't. Yeah, why wouldn't they have done this like a year or two ago?
No, I'm talking about they should have done this like back in like 17, bro.
I mean, they easily could have done it back in 17. Even 2 years ago, they still could have done it. But interesting. I wonder if they cover other things other than Yeezys.
I don't know. I don't know anybody in the group.
And
I'm surprised.
I didn't even hear about the group.
I'm surprised I don't know anybody in the group because I'm pretty like tapped in the sneaker community.
Yeah.
So,
I hope so. You're doing a podcast about shoes.
No, one thing would be like knowing about resale. Another thing would be like tapped into a resale community because.
True.
Yeah, it's completely different things.
That's true. But that wasn't it. There was one last drop on Saturday. What was the very last thing that we saw on Saturday, Luis?
So the last release was Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 V2 in the Mauve colorway or Mauve. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Retail $240, approximately retail $300 to $350. I passed on these because to me they looked ugly. I shouldn't have passed on them.
I like the margins aren't amazing, but there's still money to be made at the end of the day.
My friend accidentally bought 80 of these.
Accidentally?
Yeah, accidentally. I don't know.
You accidentally buy 80?
I don't know. I didn't think that. I think that the success he was foreshadowing wasn't what he got.
I see.
Yeah, and then
it worked out.
Yeah, he told me that the bot only logged like I think like 4 or 10 of them,
and he got 80.
So I'm like, what, bro? I'm like, that makes no sense. But yeah, it is what it is, man. But yeah, this upcoming week on Sunday, aka today, we see nothing. Monday, we see nothing. Nice day to rest. Go swimming, play some cricket, or tennis or dodgeball. But yeah, the week starts up again on Tuesday. What's happening on Tuesday, Jamal?
So on Tuesday, first thing we'll see is the Nike Dunk Low Championship Red. So we'll see. We've seen these drop at a good amount of places already. It's kind of a scattered drop like a lot of other Dunk releases, but we'll see them on sneakers, possibly a few other places. Retail is 100, resale right now saying 140 to 200, so definitely not bad shoe to be going after. And then the other one we'll see is the Nike Dunk High 1985's Black Acid Wash. These will be on sneakers. I believe they've dropped everywhere else, so kind of just sneakers. Last chance to get them, I guess, if you want to look at it. Nothing too crazy on these. Retail 130, resale is 130 to 175, so you might be squeezing out some money out of some certain sizes. So definitely look out to see what sizes are doing best kind of the day before the drop, and then focus on those if you're looking at resale. But not too bad. The championship Reds kind of hold the day on Tuesday, but then on Wednesday we'll see a decent shoe dropping. What do we see on Wednesday, Luis?
So on Wednesday, we're going to see the Air Jordan 1 in the Storm Blue colorway. It's going to be on sneakers and possibly other stores, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Retail 140, approximately retail 150 through 175. So it's kind of slow, but if you move in the right market, you should be good. So that's it for Wednesday. Nothing really exciting, just that. Thursday, we're going to see a couple more releases. We're going to see the women's Nike Dunk High in the aluminum colorway. It's going to release on sneakers, and a couple other stores might release them, so definitely keep your eyes on the Twitter account. Retail 110, approximately retail 150 through $200. That's gonna be good, man. This is definitely something I'm gonna go after. The $200 margin, the $200 number, it looks attractive, pretty attractive.
You can't miss out on something like that. It's too easy. They've pretty much dropped everywhere, so you already know that's kind of what resale is. It's not going to change much from there.
Exactly. But the one I'm really excited about, which I know somebody actually got early access to this and I had no idea what it was, is the next shoe.
So next thing we'll see is the Billie Eilish by Air Jordan 1 AJKOs. So you guys already know Billie Eilish is very, very, very big right now. I'd say bigger than even before. Retail on them is 170. Resale expectations about 240 to 300. I think resale right now is in about like high 300s, low 400s. So definitely make sure that you're going after these. At the end of the day, I don't think you can go wrong with anything Billie Eilish for the foreseeable future, and of course this Jordan is part of that talk, so it's a solid shoe. It's a good color. I don't know if I can pull off this color. I don't know, probably Luis, you can for sure pull off this color. I don't know if I can be doing that, but
no, yeah, it's definitely on my list of colors.
Yeah, it's a good shoe, a good thing to be going after. It is a bit more expensive than the regular AJKOs. Those are at 140. This is sitting at 170 retail. So, but I mean, honestly, there's nothing to worry about. I would be going after them in any size. That's all you really need to know. Just go after them. Just try. That's about it. It's a good shoe. But that's not it. We do see a few other things on Thursday. The next thing we'll see is the Air Jordan 1 High prototypes. These are going to be dropping in Europe. They'll be on sneakers. A few other places might drop them. It's been a pretty scattered drop. There's been already places in Europe that dropped them. There's a few that delayed, so we'll see if they drop along with sneakers. Retail on them is 170 resale right now, it's in 200 to 250. So still some money you can squeeze out of it. Yeah, like Luis always says, make sure you're looking at the right consignment places, because then you can get that 250 plus if you play your cards right. But that's not it. One final drop on Thursday. What is the final thing we'll see on Thursday, Luis?
So the last thing we'll see on Thursday is the Nike Dunk Low Georgetown. This is going to release on foot tights finish line, not sneakers, but some other retailers are retail 100, approximately sell 170 through $280. But that's it for Thursday. But on Friday we're going to see one more release. Nothing crazy, Usually our Fridays are jam packed, but they're not this time. We're going to see the Air Jordan 11 Low and the Bred colorway is going to release on sneakers in Europe. Retail 170, approximately sell 180 through $210. This is definitely not the shoe to reship. If you want it as a personal, then by all means get it, but might be cheaper than just go on StockX and buy it.
That's true.
Yeah. But that's it for Friday. What's happening on Saturday, Jamal?
So on Saturday, as of now, we'll just see one thing. It's going to be the Air Jordan 5 Orange Blaze. So we saw these drop in Europe last week, and we'll be seeing them drop in the US on Saturday the 2nd. Retail on them is 190, resell sitting about 220 to 300. So there's still some money to be made. Obviously, I expect that price to change a bit once the US release happens. But, it's still a good shoe. You can still get some money. Best way I'll look at it is you have to get a couple pairs rather than just one or two, or I should say you have to get maybe a handful of pairs instead of just one or two to be making the same amount as you would before. But honestly, at the end of the day, like we talked about before, this is usually how it goes in September, October. I would honestly be happy about how things are if this was pre-2020, that there's this many things happening. This is still a lot of shoes to be dropping, a lot of good things to be going after. So it is not too bad of a week. There's definitely plenty of things to be going after. But yeah, that Orange Blaze, that's the last thing as of now we'll see dropping. But of course, if there's anything else, we'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, that's about it for this week. We got anything else going on, Luis, or that's about it?
That's pretty much it, bro.
Okay, sounds good to me. So yeah, we appreciate it. Make sure you guys following us over on Twitter. That is the main key to your success. If you follow us so far on Twitter and you get those post notifications on, the post notifications will alert you right away when we tweet something out. So you'll make sure that you're catching all those restocks, all those shock drops, anything else, updates along the way as the releases are coming up. You'll get the updates on what sites are dropping at what times. But you can also follow us over on Instagram. You'll see daily updates of what's happening the next day, as well as some early looks at some shoes. But then for the podcast, you can listen to us over on all the major streaming platforms, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else you get your podcast, as well as YouTube. We do upload this to YouTube for everybody that enjoys listening to over on YouTube. Don't worry, we got you covered over on YouTube. So yeah, make sure you follow us on Twitter with the post notifications on, and you'll be copping all this craziness that's coming up.
Thank you for listening to Drop Time, self-proclaimed no more podcast to cover the latest sneaker releases. On behalf of the Drop Time team, wish you good luck, good health, and good vibes all around. Peace.